All right. We got some breaking news for you today. Before we go, we got a special guest for you, Chris Lebron from the Off the Ball podcast, big New Yorker guy. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, step right up. Welcome to the latest episode of the Goonery. Appreciate you listening to that. Music is on the way, so something a little more friendly to the ears. But anyway, my guest here, Chris Lebron. What's happening? Welcome to the Goonery.
Not too much, man. How are you, man?
Oh, doing all right. Can't complain. It's hump day.
Yes.
Weekend's in sight.
We're almost there. Halfway there.
Well, we just saw a breaking news story right before we jumped on this pod.
Big news.
Big news. NBA suspended the regular season until further notice on a hiatus.
Yeah. That's nuts. It literally just happened too. Like right when we were about.
Yeah.
It literally just happened.
Yeah. Literally just happened. We're not your source for breaking news stories, but or at least the one to break it. But we'll definitely comment on it and we'll question it.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy how what this today everything going on with cancellations and now the NBA suspended their season. That's just going to be everything else is going to come in. I wouldn't be surprised if we get every league suspending play. It's crazy.
So here's the timeline. Coronavirus happened. It's a thing. It's running rampant. Everyone's going crazy. Panic. Elon Musk said panic's kind of stupid. Don't do it. Mayor Inslee from Seattle all the way out. If you can see, from the epicenter of, the United States. Yeah. I mean, there's no fires in the background there. Everything looks pretty peaceful and quiet, right?
Yeah.
But, it's a different story on the media. Jay Inslee dropped a big bomb this morning, banning events, sporting events specifically, but any event of 250 folks or more. So if you let that sink in, that is playing sports games with zero attendance.
Zero. Yeah.
Unless you can let 249 people show up to that game exclusively, which that'd be kind of, I don't know. Anyway, no one's going to be at the games, empty stadium games. But NBA went one further and just said no more basketball until and probably related to the fact that you can't make money unless fans are in the seats.
Yeah, it's a big revenue right there. It's millions of millions and millions of dollars right there. With each game, this is crazy. It's wild. Just absolutely wild.
Wild times. He said Mark Cuban probably going crazy or is going crazy. But okay, what do you think? Is that smart or dumb by the NBA?
I mean, you got to take all precaution. I mean, they just found out that Rudy Gobert just got tested positive for the coronavirus. So I mean, at this point, you just gotta. I think this is the smart move. Yeah, you gotta take precaution. We don't know how big this virus is gonna get. I think this is the right move. I mean, it sucks for basketball fans like me that love watching the game, but if it means safety first, most importantly, and it's got to be the move. I agree, but it sucks. No, it definitely sucks.
Safety 1A and money 1B.
Yeah. We know how the billionaires are.
You gotta make some money. Be a little awkward playing a game in front of an empty stadium.
Yeah, that dynamic is just weird. Like when they, when they were like trying to figure out what they're gonna do, and just we might play in front of no one, and it's like that might get you out of a funk. Like you might be just like, what's going on? Like you're yelling out plays, and you can hear everyone can hear. Like it's just I think that would have been so weird for guys like LeBron and those who have probably played in arenas their whole lives, and then you go into an empty arena and it's like, oh wait, there's no one here. Tip off is weird, and then If you get the other team's plays on the other side from the timeouts, that would just be a weird dynamic.
Yeah, as a quick tangent. Empty arenas. A couple come to mind. Wasn't there an Baltimore Orioles? Excuse me,
Yeah, I
can't
believe so.
speak
Yeah.
against the Sox or
I
something.
mean, they already have no one go to the games anyway, so it's kind of, they're
I
kind of
couldn't
used
tell
to
the
it,
difference.
They can't really tell the difference.
Yeah. And then I think there was like a WWE match that was like
The Rock and
Rock and
Mankind. Yeah. They had like a half, like I think it
Super
was
Bowl
the Super Bowl halftime.
and that was like highly successful.
Yeah, and they did really good business with that.
Yeah.
But, that's crazy.
But anyway, more importantly, this has some implications, most likely with the NCAA March Madness Tournament right around the corner. We've already seen the Ivy League suspend their bracket, their championship tournament.
Yeah.
I see one of the regions is being played in Spokompton, for those that are familiar, which isn't too far from Seattle. Same state, same jurisdiction. Oh, you think that's going to follow suit?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I know the ACC was going to play with no fans, so I think they're going to. I think they're going to cancel. It's going to get canceled. It's just a matter of time.
Cancel or postponed?
Postponed. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's that. I don't know. Maybe because college is different than the pros. With kids, possibly leaving for the pros. So I don't know. I mean, postpone. I would say
interesting. Yeah.
I mean, but I guess it would get postponed for now. But it's like I said, it's tricky with guys possibly leaving to go play the pros. So I mean, that's kind of tough.
Yeah, you might lose a few players from Duke and so forth.
The big time schools like Anthony Edwards from Georgia, and you got a couple guys, Obi Toppin, big time guys who are going to try to be top 5 picks. That might if they postpone it, how far can you postpone it? These guys want to get ready to go to the pros. So I mean, the NCAA is
not April Madness.
It's definitely not April Madness. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough for them.
Interesting. Man, the recourse that will happen on the internet once that's if that is postponed or potentially canceled.
A lot of bettors are going to be upset too.
Oh,
a lot of casinos are going to be really upset. Vegas is going to be really upset.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of people on the streets like, "Where's the coronavirus? Let me at it. Let me clean the streets up here. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled." Anyway, a little sick today. Please bear with me. Can't use my full vocabulary apparently. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
All right. Well, do we even jump into dissecting a tournament that may or may not happen?
I don't even know, man. I mean, I don't know. This is just taking over. I mean, we've never dealt with anything close to this. I mean, where not just games are like postponed. We're talking about seasons and leagues like worldwide. I mean, there's already in Italy, Serie A got they're postponing games. It's in Italy.
Well, there's been talks of the Olympics being canceled or postponed.
Imagine the Olympics getting canceled.
Oh my!
This is worldwide, not just domestically here. I mean, this is a worldwide craziness. And
I mean, officially labeled a global pandemic as of this morning.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. This is not. I've never seen anything like this. This is nuts.
It is nuts. But if they do play, who do you like
in the tournament?
Yeah.
I've been kind of riding with Dayton late. I kind of like. I love Obi Toppin's game. I think he's just a tremendous player, and they've been playing great. I mean, they kind of came out of nowhere this year, But I mean, I like them. I'm a Duke fan. I'm always gonna ride with Duke too. But this year's team, not as good as previous teams. So You
Is
know,
Duke back?
it's Duke back. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they're back. I don't know if I could see a Sweet 16 berth and anything more than that would honestly be shocking. I just don't see, they don't have the same aspects of this team. They don't got enough, physicality, down low in the post and over and carry. He's a good big, but other than that, they don't really have much there. So, but they got good leadership with Trey Jones, and Goldwire and Dave Robinson's son. But it's going to be
Nate
tough for them.
Robinson's son.
So
Hey, let
it's going
me.
to be tough.
I gotta let you riff on some more basketball topics while I plug this computer in. I did the rookie mistake of it's gonna die. Long story short, if I don't plug it
Yeah,
in, so I'll be BRB, and I'll let you just riff on basketball for a sec.
yeah. Yeah, I definitely think definitely like in Duke can be a contender. Like I said, Dayton. You can always never count out, Michigan State, Virginia, the defending champs. Can never count out the champs. This is a wide open year for college basketball. Very wide open year for college basketball. So much parity in the league. Florida State took over. Wins the ACC and stuff, and they've had Florida State's been very shocking this year how good they are. It's just so much parity. I mean, you got Seton Hall back on the map. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay. I'm back with
Right.
you.
Oh, you're back.
There.
I was talking a little bit about some teams. I went on a
I
little
heard
team.
Florida State mentioned.
Seton Hall, local team here. They haven't really have been had a lot of success, and they're on the map this year. They got a
Yeah,
couple good
I
guys.
see most of your who's who of the NCAA March Madness Tournament ranked right
Yeah,
now, but it's kind of in a unusual order.
yeah. It's wide open. This season more than most seasons is wide open.
What about the Dogs?
Georgia,
No, Gonzaga.
Gonzaga's always in it, but just they gotta finally get over that hump and win it. They're always going to be a 1 or 2. They're probably going to be a 1 seed.
Okay. Yeah,
They
yeah,
just got
they'll
to
for
get over
sure be
that
a
hump,
one
and
seed.
they
Got
just
to
got
get
to
over
get
that
over
hump.
the hump. Mark Hughes.
Anyone on that team that take them to the promised land?
I don't know. They got a good squad, and they're gonna get a couple good recruits coming in, So they Mark Hughes just keep pumping out, good classes and stuff, but just they got to finish it.
They got to
They
get over
always
the
get
hump.
there. What?
They got to get over the hump.
Yeah, that's the thing. They got to get over that hump. It feels like they either get to the Elite Eight and they lose. I know they got to the national championship a few years ago, but they got to get over that hump especially if Mark Few wants to get to that next echelon of being one of those top tier coaches.
They produced Adam Morrison that one year.
Yeah, I mean that team was, I think, almost undefeated, and they lost. Yeah. So I mean, they have what it takes to win, but they got to also show it, in tournament time.
Let's jump right into it. The Illini, they're back.
Yeah.
How far do they go?
You never know, though, in college basketball in the tournament. I mean, they could go all the way for all I know, but then they could also lose in round one. Especially with the upset with Virginia when Virginia got upset a few years ago. Anything can happen, especially in one and dones.
When you're picking brackets, what do you?
What is my philosophy? Like my
What makes you? Yeah.
I always make sure I get an 11 versus a 6, right? It's 11-6 or 11-5?
12-5.
12-5. I always make sure I get a 12-5. There's always a 12-5 upset. So make sure I always get it. Always. There's usually always a 12-5 upset. So I usually try
more than one.
Yeah. I think there was one year there was a couple. So I always try to get one of those. There's always usually an upset like that. I always go that route.
There seems to be was last year a 1? Did a 1 get upset for the first time?
That was just 2 years ago with
Oh, 2
Virginia.
years ago?
Yeah,
Virginia.
and then they won
And
the
then they
national
won it.
championship.
Then they
Yeah,
fucking won, right?
yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah,
So it is a crapshoot.
yeah. And they were the
Um,
overall number one too. Overall
right,
number one seed.
right.
They yeah,
Yeah.
and they lost by 20.
That's some goonery.
Yeah,
Who's the lowest seed on the bubble you think has a real chance to go to Sweet 16 or further?
yeah. A low seeded team. Oh man. I think if Georgia can get in and win the tournament in the SEC, or I
The
don't
other
know if the SEC
dogs?
tournament, yeah, the other dogs. I really like Anthony Edwards. I think he can have like a carry his team type of
Okay.
moments and possibly get to that But it also depends if they even play the SEC tournament. So who knows about that? But I think if they could win the SEC and get there, I like Georgia. I think they can make a run. I like when they have a big time player gets to take over and show his what he's worth. He's got a lot of attention on him, and especially possibly the number one pick. So this could be that'd be perfect for him to try to carry a team and see how far he can get.
Right on. Um, well, yeah. How many brackets do you do every year?
I try to do like 2 or 3, but then I always get
Okay.
sucked in to do like 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Right
You
on.
get a friend here. You get a friend here. You up? Hey, just doing it. It's just a couple $. Like, all right, let me see it. Let me see if this
Well,
works.
I'm gonna have to, if they do play, I'm gonna have to get you to sign up for the Goonery bracket, and
Definitely, I'll definitely do
maybe get
that.
some of your network in there. Just, trying to promote the Goonery through a basketball bracket challenge this year.
Oh, definitely.
Unfortunately, we can only give a prize to the winner.
Yeah.
That's it. But if you do win, we're talking one of these guys up here,
Oh, that's
little
nice.
Goonery headband.
There you go. I'll rock
Um,
that.
and a few other prizes.
Yeah, I'll definitely get into that. I'll get in that. We'll see how I do.
No $1 billion, but
No million. You don't got $1 million prize like ESPN? Perfect
yeah,
bracket.
yeah. No, we got the commodity prizes.
Oh, good. Oh, good. That sounds like a plan.
Cool. All right. So yeah, we'll see. I don't want to invest too much time into a tournament that might not happen.
Yeah.
The other thing in the NBA, I see LeBron still potential MVP, him or Giannis.
Yeah.
Want to hear your take on that?
Um, as far as the MVP race, I mean, I still think Giannis is the MVP right now. I just think his body of work, having his team at being the number one seed, not having us, not to say Middleton's not a good player, but Anthony Davis, Chris Middleton, Anthony Davis, Chris Middleton. I think LeBron's got a
A
definitely a
little bit
better.
of help.
Yeah, he's definitely got a better co-star with him than Giannis does. But LeBron over the weekend had a tremendous. He beat the Bucks. And then beating the Clippers, that definitely helped. But if I had to say right now, I still give it to Giannis. But it's not unanimous anymore. I mean, that's for sure.
They're
I
pretty
had Giannis.
close. Pretty
Yeah,
close in statistics, but yeah,
yeah.
I'd agree. I'd give it to Giannis.
Yeah, I think Giannis still gets it, but I know he's hurt right now. He's got the knee issue, which sucks, and they
Well, he's
struggle.
got plenty of time to recover. That might have
Yeah.
factored into
Well,
a
yeah.
little decision there too.
He's got all the time in the
All the
world.
time in the world, yeah. Till
So
further notice.
to rest, but yeah.
Uh,
If the season, well, right now the season is ended until further notice, but yeah, I would give it to Giannis right now if they continue with the season being suspended.
well, I just got the alert for the Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, he's got the corona,
You
right?
got the corona, and
Yeah, he's not playing.
no more Yaz.
No,
Um,
that's crazy. Wow.
yeah, what crazy. Okay, so covered mostly what I wanted to talk to you about today. Just use the remaining time to if you want to plug your pod, just give a little bit more about what you're up to over there at the Off the Ball podcast.
Yeah, so pretty much, just talking about all hoops. I've had a few scouts on the show. I've had former agent on the show. Talked to some former D1 guys. Try to do some interviews with those guys, and just like I said, I talk college basketball, women's basketball, high school basketball, anything with a basketball. We talk about the prospects, coming into the draft this year. Yeah, man, all things NBA, college basketball, like I said, just everything basketball, pretty much. Been working on getting some good guests of late. I've been cranking out some good shows lately with guests, and just I got a lot more in store. I got next week. I got a few guys that are coming on the show to talk some NBA draft. So got some good things coming on the show. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
How do you network with the agents or not agents but scouts?
Social media, man. Twitter.
Yeah.
I just I see if they have an email account. Usually they'll have their emails on their bio, and I just hit them up. And more likely I won't get a response back, which is fine.
It's a numbers game.
Yeah, it's but like I said, I actually talked to Matt Babcock, and I don't know if you know of him, but he's a former player agent in the NBA. Had some solid clients. Did a few $1 million in contracts, and his dad actually works for Milwaukee Bucks, and he was a part of the whole process of drafting Giannis, and he's been around for decades there. So he was the VP of the Bucks when they drafted Giannis. So
fuck yeah, what a find!
Yeah, that was awesome. I just hit him up, and he said, "Yeah, I got time." And I was like, "Okay." I left work real quick because he's like, "Yeah, I got you can come on now." I left work real quick, got home, and we talked for like 45 minutes. So that was cool, and he was really nice about I've gotten I had Robert Lundberg on the show. I don't know if you heard of Robin Lundberg. Used to work for ESPN.
I only know Bill Lundberg.
Yeah, I got him. He used to work for ESPN, works for Sports Illustrated. A couple local Knicks writers I've gotten, So yeah, I mean, I just, when you try to do this, you just, I've learned from just people, just telling me, just go after it. If they shoot you down, they shout you down. But
right.
Try. What's the worst they got? They said if they don't answer, they don't answer. If they do, man, you got yourself something there. So I've just learned to just go after it and just keep trying.
Yeah, that's a good philosophy. Definitely support that. I've done similar. Just if I see an email or someone I'm trying to talk to, just reach out, and if they want to talk, hopefully they're down. If they're not, it's not the end of the world.
Exactly. That's how you got to look at it. Just keep
how
on
you got to
pushing.
look at it. What's your vision for your podcast? What's the end game?
Well, like I said, just trying to get some, keep getting more guests that beat local. Like I said, trying to get some Knicks and Nets beat writers, on the show. Especially there's a lot going on with the Knicks and Nets over here. NBA guys, I got a lot planned, and eventually broaden to other sports too, because I'm a big fan of football and baseball too. But and when I started this podcast, I started doing everything. But I found when I was doing the podcast, people that were listening really liked when I talked about basketball, and since basketball is a 24 hour, 7 day a week, 365 sport where there's always something going on with free agency or this guy's getting traded. There's always something to talk about. I just went with that route and just said, okay, this is my niche. I'm just going to go with this. And it's worked. And, but eventually I'm going to, would like to go down have a football and a baseball show eventually down the line. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna focus on this and continue to grow this show, and then work on those other projects when I can.
Sure. Cool, man. Couple more things. Off the ball podcast. Does that mean, uh, like, in basketball, the guy's dribbling, that's the guy with the ball, and then there's, all
Just the
the
guy off the ball.
the
Yeah, yeah,
nine or so other people off the ball.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
I'm always big on like when I'm watching a game, like the guy needs to work off the ball.
Right.
Like there's like obviously you're gonna have the guy with the ball, but there's other ways to get open. You don't have to just wait there and wait for the ball to get to you. There's other ways off the ball to get open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Screen and then you get open. It's off the ball. So there's always been a phrase I've used in basketball a lot. So when I
Okay.
was thinking about a podcast name, and I was like, should I name it after me? I was like,
Yeah.
after me, because then people are gonna say, because my name's LeBron, you're riding off LeBron, blah blah blah.
I
I was like,
mean,
oh.
it's a keyword.
It's a big word. Don't get me wrong. I could have used it, could have went a lot with it, but I was like, you know what? Let me think of something and I'm like, bam, off the ball. I use that term so much in basketball, so I was like, all right, that seems like a good name, and I went with that.
Right on. Did you play growing up?
Yeah, I always play. I've been playing since I was yay small. So basketball is that's the
What
first sport I.
what position?
Well, they always wanted me to be a big man. And when I was younger, I was a big man until I got to high school, and I was no longer a big man, but yet they kept playing me as a big man. And so I was always like a forward type, but I used to tell the coaches and stuff like, Coach, I'm 5'10", and I'm going against 6'6" guys. Like, and they're complaining that I'm not getting rebounds. I'm like, Coach, he's got 7 inches on me. Like, let me play some forward. Let me play some small forward or something. Let me play a little shooting guard. No, we need you to get rebounds. It's like, I can't. He's too big. Come on, coach. But so definitely around high school, they put me as a forward. But
Okay.
when I play regular, I try not to play too much forward. It's too much down the post,
Sure.
banging and banging with 40-year-old YMCA guys.
Yeah, YMCA. Yeah, right on. Yeah, for me, I always liked playing, but I wasn't super coordinated. I was a good off the ball guy, honestly.
There you go, man.
I was a great off the ball.
That's
One
good.
of the best. Yeah.
Ray Allen was good off the ball. Rip Hamilton good off the ball. It works.
I felt like I could play some mean D, but that was about it. But being 6'3", not around other basketball players, people see me and they're like, "Oh, you're tall. Did you play basketball?"
Yeah.
So I dealt with that a lot. Good icebreaker. But yeah, no, it's a good game. Last question. Well, no, I have 2 questions for you.
Sure.
What's your take on the NBA currently?
As far as what? The play?
Yeah, just the NBA. Minus the suspension right now for
well, just to play on the court wise. I used to be one of those guys that like, oh, the basketball is not the same anymore. It's not like the 90s and the 2000s. It used to be that, the old man on the porch yelling. And I'm like, you know what? It evolves. Everything evolves. Every sport evolves. And I finally just got to realize the game is great. It's just different. Every decade, every generation goes through a different, change. And, I just realized, okay, there's a lot younger players in the league. It's not the league where there's a lot of 30-year-olds anymore. There's a lot of this, they calling guys vets who are 24 years old. And you get leaders on the team who are 23, 24 years old,
right.
already playing in their 5th year in the league. So, I mean, obviously the physicality is not where I would like it to be. And some of the, the big man, it's a dinosaur now. Being a big man, a traditional big man is almost extinct. And that part I don't like because, I still feel like that part of the game should still be around. But I've learned to just enjoy it, as it is, because it is what it is. It's nothing, that's the style they play. I can't, if I want to watch 90s basketball, I can go on YouTube or whatever and watch
Yeah.
90s basketball,
Yeah.
But, it's fine. It's growing on me. There's so much talent in the league. It's just crazy how much great talent there is in the league, and none of them are on the Knicks, so that upsets me. But but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's a good
fun.
transition into my last question or two there. The Knicks, man, wow,
Uh,
did they fuck up free agency and that franchise for a while now?
yeah, it was rough. We got fed a lot of lies. The Knicks fans got fed a lot of lies.
Oof.
A lot of lies. It's been rough. It's been rough. Especially trading Porzingis and then telling us, we're trading him along with Tim Hardaway to get rid of his contract, but there's a bigger picture. We're gonna get KD. So that was like, okay. I hate that we traded Porzingis because he's a great player, but if you're telling me you're gonna get Kevin Durant, all right, I'm all in. Anyone would be all in on that. And
Right.
then little by little, you just hear the rumors, especially in New York here. You hear the rumors, and you're like, nope, that's not true. You just try to swat them away like a fly. Nope, not true, not true. And then when the off season started, you're like, oh my God, he's not gonna come. Little day by day it comes, and then when free agent officially hit, 4
Oof.
p.m. and they said he is going to Brooklyn, it was devastating.
Oh man,
Devastating. And then we wound up signing
cross the
57 power
bridge
forwards.
there.
Yeah, signing all these power forwards, and now we're still in a state of flux within New York. And
Very unfortunate situation, and being a Bulls fan, I feel for you.
oh, so you know the pain.
I know the
You know the pain.
pain.
You
I
know
know
the
the
pain.
pain. But KD, he hurt himself. Who knows if he'll be the same? Who knows if that took some years off his career?
Yeah,
Kyrie seems to be an enigma at this point in his career. Who
yeah,
wants those
he's
fucking guys?
yeah. They've especially Kyrie has he soured a lot of people. Like I said, I'm a Duke fan. I always rooted for him, but how everything went in Boston, that rubbed me the wrong way big time. The way it ended there, and how you know they go from get a game away from going to the finals the previous year when he's out, and then the next year they get bounced in round two and get destroyed. So his leadership's definitely is definitely questionable. And then with recent firing of Atkinson, and hearing the rumors, all these articles saying that he soured on Atkinson and they just never gelled. It doesn't help. That definitely doesn't help his reputation at all.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds terrible from an outside point of view and perspective.
Yeah.
All right, last question here. Duke fan, Zion Williamson, does he have a case for Rook of the Year?
Well, if there was more season to go, I would say he could have a chance. But
Yeah. Yeah, well, the
I don't
season
know.
stopped at this moment,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
No. I think if it should go to John Morant, especially if they make the playoffs, because
Yeah.
he's played the whole year, and he
Yeah.
has his team somewhere that I don't think most people thought the Memphis would be here. Being 500 at the 8 seed right now in the West. I don't think anyone saw that coming. So I think Josh should definitely get the Rookie of the Year for sure. As much as I love Zion, every time he's on prime time, I watch him. I watch his games. I root for him. But Ja definitely deserves to win Rookie of the Year.
Big stars coming out of the draft last year.
Oh, major stars, and of course the Knicks didn't get the number 1 pick. So
Oh my God! Yeah, exactly.
they hurt my heart, man. They hurt.
Exactly.
It's painful.
Exactly. They got.
I remember posting on Instagram. They had like a picture. It was Kyrie, KD, and then Zion.
Yeah.
And I posted it. And I'm like, it's happening. We're finally gonna get. The NBA gods are finally going to reward us for all the misery we've been through. We're gonna get rewarded finally. This is it. And then we went 0 for 3. We struck out 3
It was a
times.
rough year, a rough
I
off season.
got killed. I got absolutely demolished by friends and everyone. Yeah, it was.
Hey,
Yeah.
you got Cam Reddish though, right?
What?
Or did you get Cam Reddish or the other
No,
guy?
RJ Barrett. We got
RJ
RJ
Barrett, the
Barrett.
other one. You got the other one. Okay.
We got the other one. We got the other Duke guy.
Okay. He was the
He's all
better
right.
Duke prospect anyway.
He was the #1 recruit in the country.
Right. How's he
Yeah,
panning out? I haven't
he's
heard
been
anything about him.
he's been all right. I mean, he's not Zion or John Moran, but
He
I
was
think
supposed to be the next best option, even without a
yeah,
top
and
pick.
I
Yeah,
was I thought they made the right pick with getting him, but with all the
sure.
coaching changes, firing Fizdale, and with the players we have on the team, they don't really gel with RJ right now. So hopefully next season they could kind of build, get some more shooters that to help him, because he's not a consistent shooter, and he likes to drive to the left. He likes to get to the hole. That's his strength. So hopefully they can get a team to build around him, and we'll see what happens, but who knows?
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to discuss on the Goonery while you're on?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm still in awe with, just everything going on with the corona, how it's literally taken over all sports. I've never seen anything like this. It's kind of hard to talk about anything else when this is literally affecting everything. Like
I
it's
know.
affecting everything. It's crazy. Man, it's great. I know what you're from Seattle, right? You said?
From Chicago, moved to Seattle about
Yeah.
5 years ago.
So I know they shut down a lot of things over there too. The Mariners are not playing any home games,
Right.
So it's from your side of the country to my side of the country, it's they shut down all the subways over here, so it's crazy.
Shit, they shut down the subways?
They shut down the subways. Yeah. That's how this is big, that they shut down the subway.
Oh
So
my goodness.
tomorrow's commute's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, we're on like work from home until further notice type of shit right now, but it
Yeah.
just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, man, this is nothing we've ever seen before. It's crazy to suspend an NBA season where
Season.
season, not just a game, couple games. They suspended the season. It's
You only
crazy.
suspend a season, like that's never happened in
I don't know. I
yeah,
can't think of anything, other than like anything
like a
super
player holdout.
crazy
Yeah,
where
like a
the whole
strike.
world ends, gets struck
Yeah.
by a meteor,
Right.
other
Yeah.
something, something out of this world where,
Some crazy goonery. Yeah.
yeah, like something crazy. But I mean, then this is the craziness. It's canceled basketball, and and I'm sure there's gonna be baseball games that are gonna get canceled. I'm wondering if they'll continue their season, if they
Oof.
don't postpone their season. I mean, if basketball does it, it's kind of hard for baseball to do it, to continue their season. It's crazy,
Well,
man.
I don't want to see a world without sports.
I don't know what to do. I wouldn't
Oh
function.
man.
I don't function. I
Yeah.
can't function. That's literally all I do.
Right.
Everything is sports
It's the
related.
number one escape. Yeah, I don't want to
It's
see a world.
the
Yeah.
escape.
Yeah.
It's the escape. It's crazy how sports works in real life too. How you can relate it to real life things.
Right.
I don't know what I would do without sports. But we might be living in that world. It's crazy. I never
Oh
thought we
man.
would, but we
It's
might live in a
starting.
world where sports is not going on. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I'm baffled. It's crazy.
I don't know what we would all do.
I don't know what I would do. I would have to read a book.
Yeah.
I'd have to read a book.
Yeah. Hang out
I
with my
don't know. What do you
girlfriend.
do? I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's insane, bro. This is. Man, it's
Cool.
nuts.
Chris Lebron, ladies and gentlemen, from Off the Ball Podcast. Thank you.